Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Monster Review, where we take a look at tech tips and how-to video. Hope everyone's doing alright. I have a video for you, and the product is Wyze. So Wyze sent me an email a couple months ago, I'd probably say like 4 months ago, announcing that they were going to create a headphone, and they made some pretty big, bold statements. They said this headphone was going to sound amazing, have some top-notch features that you would only find on a premium Bluetooth headset, and it will only cost $50. Now, I have been testing it out, so I do have a pretty good idea of how this headset behaves. But before we go more into details on the headset, let's do an unboxing. Alright, let's just open the box here and take out the headphones. Immerse yourself. Blah 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 blah. Active noise cancellation, high fidelity sound, transparency mode, 20-hour playback, clear voice pickup, comfort fit, Alexa built-in, touch control, 10-minute quick charge, audio cable capability, wireless 5.0, and device voice assistant. Alright, let's go ahead and open this box. Slice it open, rip open this packaging here, and open the box. Alright, so, wow. Actually, these are really nice. They do look premium. They definitely don't feel premium though. They feel kind of cheap and light. But they do look, I like the matte black look. How small do they fold up? Not too bad. Kind of big though. The band does extend so it can fit a wide range of heads. And if we take a tour of the device, you have your noise cancellation button, charge port, you have your volume up, volume down, you have your on-off button, and a audio cable jack. And you have a box here with a bunch of stuff. We got a case, not the nicest case, but alright, yeah. We have a manual, quick start guide to be more precise, and let's see. Here we go, cables. We have USB-C and audio cable. And that's it. So what are the pros with the Wyze? There are quite a few. So number one, you got auto pause. On your head, you're listening to music, you take it off, bam, it pauses your music, just like the Apple AirPods. But anyway, these headphones have that feature. If you take these headphones off of your head, it automatically pauses whatever you were watching, whatever you were listening to on your phone. Automatically gets paused. That's an awesome feature for a $50 headphone. Number two, seamless multi-point connection. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can connect this to more than one device and it works seamlessly. You can connect it to phone A, listen to your music, pause, then start listening to music on phone B. You can start a conversation without taking these headphones off. Sure, if you know it's going to be a long conversation, you can take off the headphone and have it automatically pause what you were listening to, or you could just take your hands and cover the right side and it will automatically lower the volume of your music and turn off noise cancellation so you can have a conversation to whoever it is you need to have a conversation with. Number four, Alexa support. Yes, this thing has Alexa and it's not built in. Basically, it's tapping into the Alexa app on your phone. The end result is a very sluggish Alexa experience. I would deem this feature useless, although it is a pro. I guess I have to list it, but usability, nah, they definitely got to do some work on that. Nothing will happen. Tap twice again, nothing will happen. Tap twice slowly, and maybe you'll get Alexa to trigger. But even if you get Alexa to trigger, you know, you start talking and tell her what you want, she cuts you off and says, I don't understand. So it needs a lot of work. Number five, native voice assistant. You don't have to use Alexa. You can actually use Siri or Google Assistant, whichever is your native voice assistant. Some of you might be thinking, well, that's not really a pro. Well, yeah, it is, because the Beats doesn't have that, and neither does the MPAL, so that's a feature. Number six, my favorite, app support. So you would use the Wyze app update firmware on these headphones to play with the equalizer, set the different stage of noise cancellation. You have 3 stages, by the way. That's awesome. I'm all for app support. Number 7, so excellent noise cancellation. Like I said previously, there are 3 stages of the noise cancellation that you have. Personal, which is like, you know, level 3, tries to cancel all noises. Then you have medium, which tries to let in some noise, and then you have low, which they call transparency mode, which lets in the most sound. Decent bass. So listen, if you need that deep bass that the Beats have, no, you're not gonna get it with these Wyze. I mean, come on, it's 50 bucks. Don't go expecting Beat style bass out of a $50 headphone. The bass is decent. It's not bad. As long as you don't have a Beats to compare it to, you'll be fine. I didn't notice until I put these on. If you want to buy this headphone and you want to be happy with the bass, never put on a Beats. That's all I'm gonna say. But for $50, the bass is decent. With the Wyze, you can configure the mid-range. Yeah, you can configure the mid-range on these headphones, and that's why I had added that as a pro, because I love to play with the mid-range. So I played around with the mid-range to get what I thought was the best sound I can get out of these headphones. Here's a snapshot of what that setting looks like. Having the setting at this gave me that bass I wanted, but also kept the audio clear. Not a lot of $50 headphones has an equalizer, so that is a huge pro for these. Number 10, these, just like the Beat, they stay clear when you pump up the volume. Pumping up the volume does not distort the sound at all. Number 11, there's nothing like memory foam, and that's what this is. This has a soft memory foam cushion. Does 2 things: makes it extremely comfortable and also isolates your surrounding noise. Are they more comfortable than the Beats? No, they're pretty much the same thing, but it really does cut down the ambient noise compared to regular foam like what the Beats use. But at the end of the day, they're both comfortable. Number 12, I mentioned it before with the mid-range, but equalizer. You get an equalizer within the app that you can tweak to get the sound you're looking for. Again, not a lot of $50 headphones have that feature. This old Beats, it was $250, and not even this has that feature. And now what about the cons? Number 1, they stick out. Number 2, it is bulky. Number 3, muffle sound even with equalizer. So yeah, I did say they sound great, but there is a tiny muffled sound that you get. And again, I would not have noticed that tiny muffled sound had I not put these on. So again, if you don't want to experience it, then never put on the Beats. That's all I'm gonna say. Loose fit, so they're not as tight as the Beats. They are very loose, so you can't go, you know, swinging your head or running up a mountain or anything like that. These might very well fall off. These are for casual listening, casual headbanging, nothing too rough. And that does it for the Wyze. All right, so now we're wrapping up. At the end of the day, what are my thoughts on the Wyze headphone? For $50, these are an excellent bargain. I disagree with the statement they're gonna create a high-end headphone and offer it for 50 bucks. I would not consider this headphone as high-end. Other than the cool little features that it has, I wouldn't really categorize the sound that comes out of this headphone as high-end. And for that alone, like if the sound was better, then yeah, definitely. But the sound kind of taints the cool features I believe are the best noise canceling headphones on the market right now for less than $100. The sound is decent, the noise cancellation is awesome, and the features are rich. So I think you would definitely be happy with these headphones. If you were to purchase them for 50 bucks, you'll be more than pleased with them, especially if you were the type of guy that would rock one of these, the M-Pals, or if you considered one of these, I would say scrap that and get this instead. This is far more superior than the M-Pal, and they're only $20 more. So spend the extra $20, get that noise cancellation, get the memory foam, air pads, get that touchpad on the side, get the voice assistant, and get that better sound. But in terms of higher end headphones like the Beats, no, the Wyze are not going to replace my Beats anytime soon. In terms of sound, these are by far better sounding than the Wyze. In terms of feature, it's severely lacking. The Wyze beats it in every way in terms of feature, but sound quality beats hands down. So if sound quality is very important to you, then yeah, these Wyze will probably not fulfill your need. I use them at work. They're great for work headphones where you don't really care for high-end sound quality. They're perfect. I mean, for work, I listen to YouTube and then I listen to music every now and then. Do that on both my iPad and my personal phone, and it works perfect. It does the job excellent, and it also does a really good job with muting that loud AC they have running in my office 24/7, because it gets really loud, and it really does do a really good job of muting all the sound around me. For a casual headphone, these Wyze does not disappoint. You will be happy, especially if you're looking for a cheap headphone to use, you know, every day and not have to worry if something happens to them, like they break or they get wet or they fall or they get stolen. They were a lot cheaper than, you know, Beats. These, you would probably cry if you lost them. These, not so much. They get my approval, and hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't and you found the video awful, thumbs down work also. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. Peace!